Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Anastasia and here we talk about wellness. And today I want to discuss a book by Pema Chödrön, Start Where You Are. This book is about awakening your heart and being more compassionate to yourself and other people. Why I chose exactly this book? Because honestly recently I see so much anger and hatred, especially if you go to social media, So I think that this book is pretty relevant right now. When I was reading this book, honestly I felt so much peace with myself, with other people, with life in general. So I would call this book a guide to a peaceful life. And today I want to discuss 5 teachings from this book that I really loved, and I think it's important to discuss it, but of course there is much more than that. But I want you to read it yourself because the book is really incredible. But before we start, please follow me here on YouTube not to miss any videos of mine to help my channel to grow. Follow me on Instagram for more wellness tips because I post there usually much more than here. And of course, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and let's begin. So basically this book is teaching us 3 main practices that can help you to be more compassionate. First, it's basic sitting meditation. Secondly, it's the practice of sending out. And thirdly, it's the practice of mind trading. All of these practices help us to get to know ourselves better, because the better we know ourselves, the more loving, accepting and compassionate we can be to ourselves and consequently to other people, because people is our reflection. Each of these practices has a lot of teachings. It's called in the book slogans, but we are going to discuss only 5 today. And the first one is to be fully present. I know that everyone is talking about being present, but I really love the way Pema Chödrön is describing it in the book, because whatever she wrote in there, I did experience myself since I started meditating, and I do feel happier. I'll tell you honestly, my life was never easy. I think I was stressed since I was born, but especially for the past 2 years, I faced so many difficulties when I moved to different country and different culture. And at some point of life, I was so frustrated that I started meditating, and since that time my perception of life changed completely. So what do I do to be more present? First of all, I'm asking myself, am I okay today? Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but exactly today. Do I have food? Am I healthy? Did I sleep? Do I have internet? Do I have money, etc.? When I bring myself back to the present, when I think only about today, it feels much easier. And secondly, I'm trying to be more present in each moment during the day. For example, if I'm playing with my cat, I put my gadgets away and I'm just playing with my cat. When I go for a run, I tell my husband not to message me, not to call me, not to bother me at all, because I'm completely there in the moment, and I'm just enjoying my run, walking, listening to music, nature around, birds, flowers, fruits, whatever. There is a nice slogan in the book, and actually I think it can help you to be more present, and it says everything is a passing memory. When you will truly realize that each moment is gonna be gone, when you're gonna feel it with your heart, then you will start noticing and appreciating it much more. Then you're gonna be in the moment completely, with interest and this childish curiosity. When you will learn how to do that, you will start feeling life in a completely different way. You will see how beautiful and abundant actually you are and life is, despite all the difficulties. We are moving to the next teaching, and it says to be gentle to yourself. Oh my god, I love this one so much because I know from my experience, we love being hard on ourselves like so bad. You definitely said to yourself at least once in your life something like, I need to work more, I need to earn more, I need to lose more weight, I need to be more happy, I need to be less angry, etc. But the thing is, the more we focus on something we want to change, the more we don't feel enough. The harder we are on ourselves, the more stressed we are. And the teaching says to be gentle and to lighten up. So what does it mean? It means not to suppress, not to shut down, not to be embarrassed, ashamed, guilty, not to criticize, but to accept everything that you already have, everything that is coming, and make friends with it. Because by accepting all the uncomfortable inside, you get to know yourself better and consequently other people. We always want to be someone else, a future better version of ourselves, but because of that we deny a huge part of us. But when we will learn how to accept it, then we will be able to connect with ourselves and truly open our hearts. And I think that it's such a beautiful teaching. The other teaching that I love says not to take everything seriously. As the author writes herself, the life is glorious, but it's also wretched. You have to understand one important thing, that glorious cannot exist without wretched, and vice versa. It's always going together. I already was making review for No Mud, No Lotus. It's approximately about the same. We get used to think that we are great when we're happy, when life seems easy, and we are very, very bad when we are angry, sad, or frustrated, whatever. But the truth is that we are always okay while having both of it. We people love to label feelings, to call things good or bad, but the thing is that any feeling is just a feeling. And when you will stop running away from it, suppressing it, when you will give yourself a space to feel it, then it will just lose its power, and then you will stop taking it so seriously. For example, when I feel that something is off, I'm always asking myself, what do I feel right now in the moment? Fear, stress, anxiety, anger, whatever, Anxiety. Okay. The next question is, what can I do right now to handle it better? For example, maybe I should go exercise, maybe I just should watch a podcast, maybe I should just breathe. And then I just do whatever feels right in the moment, and it becomes easier. I'm not running away, I'm accepting whatever I feel, I'm letting myself be there, and just doing something to handle it. This is it. As long as you're waiting to get better, as long as you're waiting to lose weight, to earn more money, to find relationships, for example, you never will. When you will let go of importance, then you will be able to relax, to lighten up. I'm working on my course right now, and I have the whole class about letting go, because this thing changed so much in my life. The next station that I love is about taking responsibility. Actually, speaking about my course, because the first class in my course is about taking responsibility as well. Pema Chödrön says that taking responsibility is one of the ways to open your heart, and honestly, I totally agree. When you constantly blame someone, your heart is full of sorrow, anger, pettiness, shame, guilt, sadness, etc. And you carry such a heavy burden. You shut down your heart so bad that you cannot even see things clearly, You don't have any space in your heart for joy. Only when you will realize that your life is in your hands, that you are the only one who is responsible, only then things will start changing. Only then you will be able to see life just as it is. You're gonna see how abundant you are and how much freedom you actually have. And the last station for today I want to discuss, it's actually a practice of sending out. And here you need to realize one thing. Everything is interrelated. Whatever you do to yourself, this is how you're gonna treat other people. Any gesture of kindness, any gesture of gentleness towards yourself will have huge influence on how you experience the world. So first you try this practice with yourself and then already with other people. So what you have to do, anytime when you feel some negativity towards yourself, for example, when you're criticizing yourself, you need to imagine this negativity as a black, heavy and hot smoke, and then you inhale it. You don't get rid of it, you accept it and you feel it, so you can have some power over these feelings. And then you exhale white, light and cool one. And when it comes to other people, what you need to do, you need to inhale the pain of a specific person and then exhale kindness, understanding or whatever help you want to give to this person. For example, if it's homeless, maybe you want to exhale the place for him to stay, or a meal or money or flowers or a cup of coffee or whatever. There is much more to this practice, but again, I want you to read it yourself because there are 4 stages actually of this practice. But in general, this practice will help you to be more compassionate to yourself and other people. This practice will help you to truly open your heart and to feel and understand yourself and others much better. Well guys, these are the 5 teachings I wanted to talk about today, but of course there are much more. Again, I want you to read the book yourself because it's really wonderful. And I will leave you the link for the ebook in the description so you can read it yourself. You can save, for example, to read it later, whatever. So I'm really curious, what are your thoughts, guys? What teaching do you like the most? You can write me in comments, for example. And of course, I want to remind you to like this video and follow me here on YouTube to help my channel to grow. And of course, as always, I want to wish you to be at peace with yourself, to open your heart and to learn how to enjoy life despite all the difficulties. I will see you in the next podcast, and of course, have a beautiful, beautiful day.